Oh man, I almost was able to get that. I was almost able to get that one timed up perfectly, man. But yeah, no, here we are. What's going on, guys? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. And as always, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We cover Philadelphia Phillies baseball. We do Sixers basketball. Still waiting to see when they're gonna play the Celtics, man. But that's a whole nother story. Yeah, so we do Sixers basketball. We also do Patriots football. And we do Flyers hockey as well. But, all right, so let's talk about the Fightins, man. So, look, today they play against the Seattle Mariners. They start off a 3-game series against them. It was weird because Logan Gilbert was actually supposed to be the starting pitcher for today's match for Seattle, but he was they decided to go with a late change, and they decided that Gilbert's going to pitch tomorrow, and that Marco Gonzalez was going to be on the mound today for the Seattle Mariners. And to be honest with you, the Phillies are going to have it's not going to be easy going up against him because this guy is really good against left-handed pitching. He likes to go to that fastball and also that changeup too. So I'm interested to see how guys like Bryson Stott and Kyle Schwarber and Brandon Marsh are going to do out there. And I'm happy that Rob Thompson is actually, putting Brandon Marsh out there more often. And he's not necessarily platooning with people. Excuse me. So, all right. So the Mariners are 10-12 on the season. They're actually 3-3 on the road, and the Phillies, well, they're 6-4 at home, and they took care of business against the Colorado Rockies, and they've won 3 straight games, and they ended up taking the series. So that was really great. They had 4 home runs on Sunday. How are they gonna build off of that momentum? I don't know, and I want to be able to see it, but that's more of just a rhetorical question. I don't know. But starting lineups are out, so we'll start off with the Seattle Mariners first because they're batting first. So we have Julio Rodriguez leading things off. He's out in center field. After him is Ty France over at first base. Eugenio Suarez, the former Cincinnati Red, batting third. And Teoscar Hernandez, who's had a very hot bat as of lately. He's batting cleanup over at right field. AJ Pollock is the DH for today's game. Jared Kelenic is out in left field, and he's batting 6th. Cal Raleigh, the catcher, batting 7th. He's been showing the bat or power in the bat a lot. And then we have Jose Caballero over at second base, batting 8th, and the former Philadelphia Philly himself, J.P. Crawford, is batting 9th over at shortstop. So just to recap, we got Rodriguez out in center field, France over at first base, Suarez at third, Hernandez batting cleanup in right field. Batting 5th is Pollock, the DH. Kelenic, left field. Rowley, catcher. Caballero over at second base, batting 8th. And Crawford is batting 9th. And they're going to be going on and facing Bailey Falter. And Falter is now 26 years old. He stands at 6'4", and he's been one of the best pitchers for the Phillies this season. He weighs 175 pounds. He's from Chino Hills, California. And on the season, well, he has a 4.5 ERA. He also has 12 strikeouts as well. And if you take a look at how he did in his last outing, man, he was really good against the Chicago White Sox. He went 7 innings. He allowed 3 earned runs, only gave up 1 home run, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts as well. The only bad outing he had was the outing before that where he went 4 2/3 of an inning, and he allowed 5 earned runs, 8 hits, and other than that, he's been a very reliable pitcher. So they're going to need a lot of innings out of him tonight because I don't think that Rob Thompson wants to go to the bullpen early. But it's a tough task because the Seattle lineup is very dominant. They're actually one of the best lineups right now as in baseball. Teoscar Hernandez has homered in 2 out of the last 3 games. He's like the Teoscar Hernandez who was in Toronto. He's been playing really well. Julio Rodriguez is Julio Rodriguez. Ty France over at first base, man. His batting average is just incredible. And he continues to make really good contact with the bat. And so I think that this is going to be a big task for the Phillies. You know, how are they going to do starting out on today's game? I don't know. All right, let's go to the full screen. I want to see and I want to hear from you guys. What's going on? All right, so we got to win tonight. Hope so. Thanks, next stream. Oh, yeah, okay. What is up? What's up, Jalen? Or what's up, Jaden? How you doing, man? What's up, Star Wars? Yeah, so So once again, Rodriguez out in center field. This is the starting lineup for the Seattle Mariners. Rodriguez, France, Suarez, Hernandez, Pollock, Kelenic, Rowley, Caballero, and Crawford. So Bailey Falter's out there on the bump. He also has 12 strikeouts, and he's only allowed 4 walks on the season in 22 innings pitched. So the first victim that he's going to have to face is Julio Rodriguez, who's 22 years old, batting on the right side from the Dominican Republic. And, well, this guy, he's over his last 6, but before that, he was just hitting the baseball really, really well. And we know that he can get hot at any time. So a tough customer coming up to the plate, as the Mariners will be batting first, and the Phillies are the home team. All right, we're going to refresh this once we get underway. It is a beautiful night out. It's 67 degrees Fahrenheit. They did say that rain was in the forecast, and I don't know if that's changed as of yet, but just keep your eye out on that. I've got confidence in Falter. I do too. And I think that it's so funny how coming into the season, we thought that Matt Strahm and Bailey Falter were just going to be those types of guys that just eat up innings. But no, they've been going in deep for these games. And, they're actually like legit starters. They're doing better than Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola. Take that for what it is. That's, I'm not taking the shot at anybody, but they just are. They're doing better than them. All right, Julio Rodriguez comes up first. All right, so the Phillies in their regular pinstripes. Falter wearing his long-sleeve red shirt underneath. And the first pitch to start things off is taken for a high. It was a ball according to the home plate umpire. Looked like it was a strike. Rodriguez this season batting .245, 4 home runs, and 12 RBI. And the 1-0 pitch by Falter. It's right at the knees for a called strike. Y'all know how dominant Julio Rodriguez is. When he unleashes that bat, man, that ball can fly. The 1-1, swing and a miss. A curveball at 77 miles per hour that landed in the dirt and fooled Julio Rodriguez. Rodriguez did walk twice in the last game that he played against the St. Louis Cardinals. And the Mariners took 2 out of 3 in that series. The 1-2 delivery by Falter. There's a ground ball that's dribbled foul towards the third base side. It goes out of play. He has struck out 24 times, though, in his 94 at-bats. He's projected to hit 29 home runs this season, according to ESPN, if he stays healthy. The 1-2 pitch. That's a curveball inside and low for ball 2. On deck is Ty France, the first baseman for the Seattle Mariners. The 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. And Rodriguez goes down swinging as JT Realmuto tags him. He lost the ball for a second, and, there's the first strikeout on the day for the Phillies. And Rodriguez is victim number 1. That's the 21st time this season that he's struck out. A good breaking ball by Bailey Falter. And now Ty France will be stepping up into the batter's box. France has 25 hits and 86 at-bats. And the first pitch, that's taken right at the knees for a called strike. He does lead the team in hits. He's third or fourth, I should say, on the team in total bases. .291 batting average and a .380 on-base percentage. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. A fastball that was way up high. And France tried to catch up to it, but could not. All right, we're going to update the scoreboard after this at-bat. Falter's been going with a lot of fastballs and curveballs. The 0-2 was a curveball that was hit over to shortstop. Turner, sidearm throw, in time for out number 2. So that'll go down as a 6-3 putout by Ty France. And Eugenio Suarez will come up with nobody on and 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Let's refresh this. So Suarez is on a 19-game on-base streak. He's batting .262 and has been red hot for the Seattle Mariners in the first pitch. Just a little bit off the plate, according to the home plate umpire, Eric Backus. 1 ball, no strikes. Falter gets the signs from Real Muto behind the plate today. And the 1-0. Right down Broad Street, taken for a strike. So that'll make it a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch by Falter. Taken at the knees again for a called strike. So as far as defensive alignment, well, they got, if we're talking about defensive depth chart for the Phillies tonight, the infield, well, we got over at first base is Alec Bohm. At second base, we got Bryson Stott. Third base is Edmundo Sosa, as the next pitch was taken up high for a ball and inside. And then over at shortstop is Trey Turner. Then in the outfield, out in left field is Christian Pache. And center is Brandon Marsh. And out in right field is Nick Castellanos. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Suarez. And Suarez fouls that one back towards the screen. So Schwarber will be DHing tonight. And Real Muto is behind the plate. 14 pitches so far in this inning for Bailey Falter. On deck is Teoscar Hernandez. The 2-2. Right over the middle of the plate and caught looking at the third strike is Eugenio Suarez for out number 3. 2 strikeouts in the first inning by Bailey Falter. And we go to the bottom of the first inning. Phillies coming up to bat. There we go. All right. So now, hope I got to do the Phillies lineup. Rehab on Thursday. Yeah. Who moves to the pen? I don't know. That's a good problem to have. I'm telling you, like, when I was on the phone with you the other day, too, like, the whole Bryce Harper thing coming back, like, Rob Thompson has good things to handle right now. I love it. Excuse me. That's great. All right, so for the Phillies, let's talk about their starting lineup for today. So they got Bryson Stott leading things off over at second base. Trey Turner is batting second over at shortstop. Kyle Schwarber's DHing. He's hitting third. Hitting fourth is Nick Castellanos out in right field. JT Realmuto behind the plate, batting fifth. Alec Bohm will be over at first base. He's batting sixth. Edmundo Sosa batting seventh right behind Bohm at the hot corner at third base. And then batting eighth is Brandon Marsh out in center field. And Christian Pache will round things up, batting ninth out in left field. And so just to repeat that, it's Stott, Turner, Schwarber, Castellanos, Realmuto, Bohm, Sosa, Marsh, and Pache. So that is everybody that is in the lineup today for the Phillies. If you guys are new to my channel, first of all, hello. How are you guys doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we cover Phillies games and Sixers games and Patriots games. And so we do that, and we also do podcasts on the Flyers, the Patriots, the Sixers, and the Phillies. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell icon so that way you know when I either go live or when I upload. And yeah, good start so far. It is. And if you're also watching me on Twitch or on Twitter or on Facebook, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and also leave me a review in my profile as well. All right, so the Phillies are coming up to bat. And, well, who do they have to face? They have to face Marco Gonzalez. And the first pitch by Gonzalez is down and away for a ball. So he is pitched in 3 games so far. He has a 1-0 record, a 3.78 ERA, and 16 2/3 of an inning pitched. He's 1-0, 15 strikeouts, and only 6 walks allowed. The 1-0 pitch that's taken on the upper third part of the strike zone on the outside corner for a called strike. Stott batting .340 on the season, 2 home runs, and 9 RBI. The 1-1, low and away again for ball 2. I'm happy with the 76ers. I mean, as long as Embiid's healthy, then I'll be happy. The 2-1 pitch. It was the same pitch as the previous one. That time it's a little bit more out of the strike zone on the outside. So it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Bryson Stott. The 3-1 delivery fouled back towards the screen. Stott swung at a four-seam 90-mile-per-hour fastball that was up high. Big payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. And that's a foul ball back towards the third base side. That time it goes out of play 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Stott. Swinging a high fly ball out to left field. It's not too deep, though, and making the catch over in left field is Kelenic. There's one away. So an F7 to start things off. Then Trey Turner will be coming up. So Kelenic is out in left field. This is the defense for the Mariners. So we'll start off with the outfield. Kelenic, Rodriguez, and Hernandez are all in the outfield from left to right. Turner will ground this one over to third base. The throw over to first is not in time, or is in time, I should say. Sorry. And Turner's out by half a step. Good job by Suarez to gobble that one up and hurry up and make the throw over to first. And there's 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down, and Kyle Schwarber now comes up. And then the infield alignment, well, we have over at first base is Ty France. At second is Jose Caballero. Shortstop is oh my gosh, J.P. Crawford. Almost said Jordan Crawford, the basketball player. And at third base is Eugenio Suarez. Behind the plate is Cal Raleigh. And the first pitch to Schwarber. That is taken as a curveball for a high strike. Eight seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 0-1 pitch to Kyle. Kyle will ground this one right over to second base, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 3. So both teams go 1-2-3 in their first inning at bats, and now we go to the top of the second inning. It's a scoreless game. Mariners coming back up. All right. Here we go. Bailey Falter is 26 years old. That's crazy. Okay, so now we're not on Logan Gilbert. We got to go to Marco Gonzalez here. Oof. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new to my channel. Hit the bell icon, too, so that way you know when I upload. And if you enjoy my play-by-play cast for the Phillies game, well, we'll be on for the Sixers game whenever they start. Probably either... Well, it's either going to be on Saturday or Monday, depending on whether or not the Hawks can take one more game. So if the Celtics win tonight, then they'll be playing on Saturday. Still haven't come out with the times yet, but if it happens to go to either a Game 6 or a Game 7, they'll play on Monday regardless. Bye time for the big man. That's all I got to say. But it seems like he's going to be okay. And yeah, hopefully you guys are having yourselves a great night. What did you guys do on the off day yesterday, if you guys don't mind me asking? I just finally got to rest. That was pretty good, you know. The one thing I'm starting to notice a little bit more is that I have to, you know, as much as I want to focus on this, I can do that, but I also have to take care of my physical and my mental well-being. So, you know, trying to get up a little bit more. I went for a walk today with my mom. It was a really gorgeous day outside, and just happy that I was able to do that. You're funny. Both teams do, but I can't curse that. All right, Falter back out there for his second inning of work. 4, 5, and 6 coming up for the Mariners in the first pitch to Teoscar. It's a swing and a miss on a high cheese fastball at 90 miles per hour. No balls, 1 strike to Teoscar Hernandez, who has a 1.041 career OPS against the Phillies. Oof. The 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball over to shortstop. Turner has it, throws over to first base in plenty of time, and well, Bohm actually had to stretch. And he almost had his foot off the bag, but he just kept it on, and there's 1 away in the second inning. Good job by Bohm. I don't know if the throw didn't look like it was off by much, but Bohm just maybe lost his footing, if you will. But he just got back there and really applied his right foot on the bag. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. They're showing the. I think that there was like a career fair today. All right, I'll get to that in a sec. A.J. Pollock comes up to the plate, and the first pitch he fouls off. It's no balls and one strike. I didn't even know that the Phillies had a career fair day today, and Ruben Amaro got to speak. Kevin Gregg was there. Wow, he's the vice president of baseball communications for the Phillies. Pollock will ground this one over to third base. Sosa has it, throws over to first across the diamond in time to get Pollock out. Great play by Sosa. That was a hard shot that was hit right over to him. Didn't really have to move a whole lot, but just the reaction time, that was pretty impressive. So there's 2 away as we start off the top of the second inning. Jared Kelenic comes up, and he has had the hot bat as of lately. 6 home runs on the season, and he's batting .313. The first pitch, that's lined foul, and it's an 0-1 count. So Hernandez grounded out to shortstop. Pollock grounded out to third base, and there's 2 up and 2 down. No balls, 1 strike. Falter gets the signs and the pitch. Taken on the outside corner, a slider at 86 miles per hour, and it's an 0-2 count to Kelenic. I guess today is Hatfield. It is. It's Hatfield Dollar Dog night tonight. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swinging a line drive into left center field. That's going to split the gap and go pretty much towards the warning track. Marsh cuts it off, throws over to second base, and Kelenic gets just in there for a stand-up double. I mean, Kelenic did a good job at just taking it the opposite way. He didn't necessarily have a whole lot of power on the swing, but he put it in a really good spot. And now there's a runner on over at second base with 2 outs in the top of the second. Just got a good piece of the barrel on it. Kelenic was able to just put it in a good spot off the end of the bat, too. Alrighty. Rowley comes up. Cal Rowley, he's been a little bit ice cold, but we all know that when he gets hot, too, he can be a dangerous hitter. First pitch he lays off. It was a breaking ball. It's a 1-0 count. Falter not wasting any time. Goes back at second base. And the 1-0 delivery. Ground ball. It's gonna. I don't know if they're saying that if it was fair or not, but I think that Sosa was just fielding it and just threw it over to first, and JT's a little bit confused, but they ruled it as a foul ball, and Sosa just fielded it like it was just a regular routine ground ball, and it looked like it bounced off of Rowley's foot. That was interesting. So it's a 1-1 count. They rule it as a foul ball. 1-1. There's a ground ball over to shortstop. Turner has it, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 3. No runs, 1 man left on a double by Kelenic, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. It's still scoreless at the bank. Oh, so what was I going to say? That was funny because I had a film teacher, and shout out to him. His name is Mike. He works for the Phillies. And I went to a camp, a film camp, like when I was going into my freshman year of high school, and he was the teacher for that. And he, long story short, he works for the Phillies. He's a camera operator for them, and I just saw him at the when they were showing the B-roll footage of what happened at the career fair today. He was there. That was really cool just to see him. So it's nice. It's good to know people that are in the field that are working and doing everything that they possibly can, you know. It's a competitive field. But as long as you do like what you love, you don't have to work a day in your life. Sometimes I do complain a little bit, but you know, I love what I do. If you guys are new to my channel, as always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. If you enjoy my Philadelphia Phillies cast so far, what are you waiting for, man? The goal is to get to, I think we can get to 270 by the end of tonight. Maybe even 275. I think we can get there. I don't think I'm reaching too much for the stars. I think we can do it. And also, don't forget to join the Discord server, too. If you look down below in the description area, the link should be there for the Discord server. So whenever I go on for a Phillies postgame series pod, or if I ever go on for a Sixers podcast for their postgame, which I will be doing for every single game for the Sixers, make sure that you come on and I'll take some of your calls. And we'll be able to do it. Larry was our first one, and, well, we had some technical difficulties, but now we know how to do things for the future. So that was a good test. Shout out to Larry. All right, Nick Castellanos comes up. 4, 5, and 6 coming up for the Fightins. And the 0-1. It's down low and in the dirt for ball 1. Castellanos took a changeup right there. And that makes it a 1-1 count. Castellanos batting .307 on the season. Played for the Detroit Tigers. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And he got traded to the Chicago Cubs and then signed a big deal with the Cincinnati Reds. And then he came over to Philadelphia last year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gonzalez winds up in the pitch. Swinging a ground ball. That's over to the third base side, but it's just foul. Gonzalez threw him a changeup, and it was low and away. And Castellanos just stayed alive. I tell you, Castellanos says, I think he's back. He's been getting some extra base hits, and now the home run's coming too. The 1-2 pitch, that's fouled back towards the first base side. That's huge because when the Phillies lost Rhys Hoskins, you were kind of thinking to yourself, okay, well, who's going to step up and fill in for those shoes? And he and Alec Boehm, as of right now, have been doing their job. Gonzalez with the 1-2 pitch, up high and inside for a ball. Castellanos does call for time, as on deck is JT Realmuto, and Alec Boehm is in the hole. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Castellanos just fouls that one off. I think it actually hit his bat twice. It hit the ground of home plate, and then he was able to get another piece of it. It wasn't intentional or anything. The 2-2 pitch, and he fouls it again. Good job by Castellanos to stay alive. It was a changeup over the middle of the plate. Gonzalez with 18 pitches so far as we enter into this second inning. Beautiful night at the bank. The 2-2. Low and over the center of the plate. Good take by Castellanos as he laid that one off, and now it's a full count to Castellanos. Gonzalez in his last outing went 6 innings, allowed only 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. Big payoff pitch. Here it is. That one is skied towards the first base side. And France has it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So there's a pop out over to first base, and there's one away. There's Ricky Batalico and Michael Barkan. They're at the bank. They're getting some picks. Man, Ricky is he's a busy schedule doing the best show ever on 97.5 The Fanatic. And then does that from 2 to 6. And that's just being on the air. He has to drive there, too. And there's JT Realmuto, who comes up to the plate. And that is called a strike. JT batting .247 this season, 2 home runs and 7 RBI. The 0-1 pitch to Realmuto. There's a ground ball over to second base, and it's bobbled, but the throw over to first is just in time. Tough play by Caballero, as he did bobble the baseball, but he took 2 steps over to his left and just threw JT Realmuto out. So, yeah, Ricky Batalico and Michael Barkan are in the house, and, well, Ricky, between doing the best show ever and driving to the station, then doing the pregame and the postgame show for the Phillies all the time. He is a busy, busy schedule right now. Out Bohm comes up. First pitch. That is high and outside for a ball. Look at Ricky smiling. The 1-0. That's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. Bohm batting .302 on the season. 3 homers, 18 RBI. And he has a .375 on-base percentage. The 1-1. There's a ground ball over to shortstop. Crawford fields it and will throw over to first across the diamond in time for the third and final out of the inning. And another 1-2-3 inning by Mariners pitching, and we go to the top of the third. It's still scoreless in Philadelphia. All right, so Realmuto grounded out over to second base. And then Bohm grounded out to shortstop. Okay. Ugh, my nose is itchy all of a sudden. I'm really liking the Phillies live streams. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I do, man. It means a lot. I'm having fun. I really needed that off day yesterday. And to be honest with you, I've noticed that every single time I do this, I'm getting more confident. Because, like Scott Fransky and so many other people told me, the more times you do it, the better. And I had a great experience at my college. I was doing some really awesome things. You know, I don't take any of the experience away. But the more times you do something, the better you get at it. And it's like working out. So, I got a text from somebody. Oh, that was just a notification. No stick out by the Seattle. No stick out. I don't know what that means. All right, so what else do we got going on? Well, for other baseball scores, we got the Rockies and the Guardians facing each other. It's 4-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Guardians trail 4-0. Red Sox are up 3-0 against the Baltimore Orioles, who have a very good lineup. They really do. And then the Dodgers are taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. How about Brian Reynolds getting a contract extension? Good for him. You know, he's one of the most underrated players, in my opinion, in all of baseball. And well, part of it's because he's playing for a team that is just, you know, that's been at the bottom for a little bit of time. And I'm happy that he's getting the extension because he continues to hit the ball very well, and he's one of the most clutch base hitters I've seen. First pitch by Falter. That's going to be lined down the left field line, and it just hooks foul. Wow, that hit the rail about maybe 5 feet or so by the left field foul pole. Jeez. Caballero is up to bat. It was a fastball right down the middle, and Caballero just almost hit a home run. The 0-1 pitch. That time, that is a high fly ball out to left field, and that goes into the third deck, but it's foul. What a catch by that fan out there. It was the same sort of pitch, and Caballero just missed another home run. Sun is still shining. The 0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt and inside for a ball. Falter with 28 pitches so far as we start off the third inning. It's scoreless in Philadelphia. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Caballero goes striking out on a curveball. That was down low and away. And that's the third strikeout by Bailey Falter. I mean, the curveball certainly had a lot of great movement. And well, after almost giving up a home run twice, he went with the right pitch there. That's how you do it. So 8-9-1, we're due up in this third inning. And now J.P. Crawford, the former Philly, comes up. And that pitch is taken way outside. And the home plate umpire was signaling something. I don't know if that was a warning to the dugout over towards the first base side. I have no idea what that was. Oh, they called it a strike. That's what it was. It looked a little bit bizarre. Because he was looking over at the dugout. The 0-1 pitch. That's outside and low for a ball. Falter not wasting any time here. The 1-1. Down low and away. That time he went with a sinker. And the first pitch was way out of the strike zone, but regardless, It's a 2-1 count. That's what they say on NBC Sports. So the next pitch, up high and inside for a ball. Now I can't tell if NBC Sports was lying to me or if that was the home plate umpire. Falter with the signs and the pitch is taken for ball 4, or no, they call it a strike 2. This is really crazy. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out in the top of the 3rd. And a big payoff pitch, here it is. That ball is lifted high and deep out to center field. Marsh backs up, though, makes a couple of steps in front of the warning track, and he'll make the catch for the 2nd out. Man, when J.P. Crawford was here for the Phillies, held on to him for quite some time. He was their gem. There was so much hype about him and so much talk, and he did really well for a couple of years, and then injuries were a thing, but Phillies were not able to. They called him up a couple of times, but he's been doing really well for the Mariners. And now we'll flip the lineup card as we go back to the top of the order for the Mariners. The first pitch to Julio Rodriguez is taken inside and low for a ball. Rodriguez was the first strikeout victim for Bailey Falter. The 1-0, outside and high for ball 2. Now fans are starting to fill in the seats here. Rodriguez does call for time as he took a step out of the batter's box. So the Seattle Mariners, they play at T-Mobile Ballpark out in Seattle, Washington. They're actually hosting the MLB All-Star Game this year. The 2-0 pitch. That ball skied towards the right field side. Bone backs up on the grass, says he has it, and he just makes the catch for the 3rd out. Another 1-2-3 inning by Bailey Falter, and now we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Phillies still looking for their first hit. And they'll be back. Ooh. Don't forget, guys, if you're new to my channel, as always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon, too. If you're watching me on Twitter, if you're watching me on Twitch or on Facebook Live, don't forget to leave me a review in the profile, man. I really appreciate it. We've been doing this for 4 months, and I've been putting out a lot of content on here. And I've been really proud with everything that we've been able to do. We still have a lot of ways to go. We're a family here. We call Phillies games, we call Sixers games, Patriots games as well. We're not just a community, we're really a family. We need to hit. I agree. I'm with you 100%. We have to hit. But I think that we'll start to get there. I do. I think we'll start hitting pretty soon. I did not post a question today in the poll. I just realized that. My last question, though, and you guys can feel free to comment down below. I want to know, when you guys go to the ballpark, right? I posted it as the very last time, but comment down below, and I want to hear what your thoughts are. What's your go-to, ballpark food? I love Chickies and Pete's crab fries. For those of you that are not in the Philly area or the South Jersey area and don't even know what Chickies and Pete's are, well, it's basically like a bar that has really good food. They have burgers, they have cheesesteaks, and all different types of stuff. And their crab fries are really good. It's not what it sounds like. It's just basically fries that have Old Bay seasoning, but they have this really, really good cheese on the side too. It's not blue cheese, but it's something, and they're just so good. And I love to get those at the ballpark, except that they're pretty pricey now. First pitch to Edmundo Sosa as he comes up. So yeah, comment down below what your favorite foods are at the ballpark. 0-1 pitch. That's sliced foul towards the right field side, and it goes out of play. 7, 8, and 9 coming up for the Phillies in this inning. It's no balls, 2 strikes to Edmundo Sosa, who just came back off of the injured list. He was out with an injury, and he's playing back over at third. The 0-2. It's fouled back again. Hot dogs and beer, all I need. What type of beer? if you don't mind me asking. Oh, what's up? What's up, Ariel? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. I appreciate it. And yeah, no, anytime. 0-2 pitch. That's up high and outside for a ball. Philly fanatic out there in left field trying to cheer on the crowd. Just had a birthday. 1-2 pitch. That'll be sliced out to left field. Crawford says he has room and he'll make the catch. And good job with him and Kelenic trying to communicate with one another, as Sosa got way underneath that pitch. And there's one away as the Phillies are still hunting for their first hit. P6. Yingling. Log her up. I like Yingling too. First pitch to Marsh. He takes a curveball over the middle of the plate for a called strike. So the umpires for today's game, we have Eric Backus behind home plate. Over at first base is Ryan Willis. Second base is Andy Fletcher. And third base is Las Diaz. The 0-1. That's fouled off of the foot of Brandon Marsh. No balls, 2 strikes in the bottom of the third. We're scoreless. Phillies still looking for their first hit on the day. Mariners already have one. It was a 2-out double by Jared Kelenic. No balls, 2 strikes to Marsh. 1 out in the bottom of the third. Nobody on for the Phillies. Gonzalez winds up, and the 0-2 pitch. That ball's lined out to left field, but making the catch right on the line is Kelenic for out number 2. It was hit very sharply by Marsh, and, well, just didn't put it in a good spot. It was just right at Kelenic. The Pirates just took a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the second inning, so they were down 2-0. And, well, they were able to capitalize and get 3 more runs. See what happened there. Santana got on with an RBI single, and Brian Hayes got himself a 2-run double. And now for the Phillies, well, Christian Pache comes up. The 0-1 pitch, that's fouled back towards the third base side. Pache homered not too long ago. That was on Friday night. Was it Friday or Saturday? Refresh my memory. Oh, wait, Saturday because the Sixers played. The 0-2 pitch. There's a ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And Crawford can't get over there. Kelenic gets over to it, though. Throws it to the cutoff man. And, well, the Phillies have their first base hit on the game. And Pache, out of all people, is able to break the no-hitter. 11 pitches by Marco Gonzalez in this inning. He is 36 on the day. So Marshall lined out to left field, and Pache gets on with a 2-out single. And now we'll flip the lineup card, and Bryson Stott will come up. Microbrew. First pitch. That's up high and taken for a ball. So Stott's 0 for 1. He flew out in the first inning to left field on a full count. The 1-0 pitch. That's taken on the outside corner. A curveball at 78 miles per hour. One ball, 1 strike. Gonzalez, 31 years old. Bats lefty and throws lefty. He's from Fort Collins, Colorado. The 1-1. Outside and low again for ball 2. Over his last 11 2/3 of an inning, he's allowed 10 hits, 3 earned runs, and he has 14 strikeouts. 2-1 pitch. That is taken on the outside corner for a called strike, a high strike, and Gonzalez decided to go with the cutter. Trey Turner on deck for the Phillies. Over at first base is Pache. It's scoreless in the bottom of the third. Gonzalez on the bump, the 2-2 pitch. It's laid off by Bryson Stott as it was low and outside for ball 3. So back-to-back at-bats for Bryson Stott where he's had full counts here. Can he get on base now? Big payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. And Stott just fouls that one towards the first base side. Pache got a little bit of exercise, and he'll go back over to first base. Crowd is starting to fill in at Citizens Bank Park. The sun is still shining as we're getting ready to go into the evening. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock for Gonzalez. And the 3-2 pitch. That's fouled back towards the left field side, and Crawford once again has to go back over to first base. Phillies first base coach just looking over, and Paco Figueroa's like, there you go. Let's just get back. Another payoff pitch coming underway for Gonzalez. Here it is. And it's taken down low for ball 4. It was also outside, too. And now that'll put runners over at first and second with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. So Bryson Stott walks. And Trey Turner will be the next batter for the Phillies. Grounded out to a shortstop. And time will be called between Cal Rowley and Marco Gonzalez as they want to talk things over. And, well, Trey Turner comes up for the Phils. Oops. Turner coming into today with 99 at-bats. He has 28 hits on the season, which is good for a .295 batting average. Leads the team in steals with 4. He can fly. First pitch, inside and low for a ball. That time, Gonzalez went with a changeup. Trey also slugging .433. He also homered in Sunday's game, the 1-0 pitch. That's just below the knees, according to the home plate umpire, for a ball. Pache over at second. Stott over at first. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. It's scoreless against the Seattle Mariners. Gonzalez looks back at second in the 2-0 pitch, and Turner lines that one foul towards the tarp on the third base side. You know, ever since Trey Turner came over to Philly, I said that Trey's going to look really good in the pinstripe uniforms, and, well, he belongs. Some people, like, the uniforms just fit. You know what I'm saying? Just the style and all that. The 2-1 pitch. That ball was lifted out to left field. It was an inside and high pitch, and Turner decided to still go after it. And it's a 2-2 count now. I'm not saying that he didn't look good in the Dodgers uniform. I'm just saying that, you know, the pinstripes really do, because he was with the Nationals for so long, it's more of something that we're accustomed to. Gonzalez looks back over at second base. The 2-2. Oh, he's going to try to throw it back over to second base, and Caballero gets back there, but Pache didn't even have the throw drawn. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Runners over at first and second base. It's still scoreless. The 2-2 pitch. And it's a swing and a miss by Trey Turner as he goes fishing after a changeup. Inside and low for out number 3. No runs, 2 men left. And we go to the top of the fourth. Phillies scoreless against the Seattle Mariners. Okay. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Guys, make sure you also, what was I going to say? Yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We do Sixers content, Phillies content as of right now. I was going to go on yesterday and do a Patriots pod and talk a little bit about the draft, but in all honesty, between the Phillies and the Sixers as of right now, like, that's really been feeding up a lot of my time. And so I figured, you know what, let's just wait till after the draft and just talk about how the Patriots did, and we'll talk about like what direction they went in, because there's just so much that you could talk about with them, and it's just it would have just been something else. And so I decided, you know what, let's just take it easy a little bit, because we've been cutting highlights and we've been doing so many other stuff behind the scenes. So we will talk about the draft, though, after the draft is over. Beers? Is that what that is? There it goes to 500. Fear goes to 500. I have no idea what that means, my guy. You gotta speak in English. That's not English to me. That's just stretch. Need a Phil's jersey. Get out there and get out of here with the Pats t-shirt. I got a Phillies jersey. I got a couple, but today I just felt like I had to wear this. It's just that type of a day, and I don't know. The weather's nice out, and it makes me think about. It makes me think about baseball, but I don't know. NFL Films has been on my mind lately, so I've been, rocking with it. All right, Bailey Falter back out there for his fourth inning of work. And his first victim will be Ty France, who grounded into a 6-3 putout. And has lowered his batting average to .287. The 0-1. That ball is popped up, and it's foul behind home plate. So the first pitch was taken at the knees. It was a slider. And the second pitch, Falter decided to go with the fastball. The 0-2 delivery for Falter. That ball is lifted high and deep to left center field. Marsh comes in, though, and he'll make the catch on the run for out number 1. That had the chance of splitting the gap, and Marsh just ran back or ran right in front of the baseball. He had to come in towards home plate, and he made the nice catch. Alrighty. So, Rodriguez, I forgot. What did Rodriguez do in the fourth inning? I already forget now. And I thought I wrote it down. I think he grounded out. So, France flies out to center field to start off the fourth inning. Oh, I wrote it down. He popped out over to first base. I didn't see it. All right. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. That's up high for a ball. Falter winds up and delivers the 1-1. That is taken just below the knees. So Suarez is up to bat. Eugenio Suarez. His 84 at-bats coming into today. 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, which is actually tied for first on the team. The 2-1 pitch, it's popped up towards the right field side, towards the foul line, and Castellanos will make the catch for the second out. Good recognition by Castellanos just to go over towards the line, and he made a pretty good catch. And there's 2 away. So a fly out to center field and a fly out to right field for Ty France and Eugenio Suarez, and Teoscar Hernandez comes up with nobody out, or with nobody on and 2 outs. And Hernandez will foul that one all the way to the right field line. Teoscar batting .241. 5 home runs on the season. He has been really good. 13 RBI as well. No balls, 1 strike. Falter throws in the next pitch, and it's down low and away. Falter did decide to go for the changeup there. Teoscar is actually second on the team in strikeouts, but he's slugging at .453 and has an OPS of .736. The 1-1. It's grounded over to third base, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for the third and final out of the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning by Bailey Falter, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's still scoreless at Citizens Bank Park. Here we go. All right. Let me take a very quick step off. I will be right back in 20 seconds. Alrighty, what's going on? So the Phillies, well, doing pretty good so far on the mound side of things. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you love my play-by-play commentary, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I either go live or when I upload. And yeah, Phillies so far, not a whole lot on the offensive side, and we knew that Marco Gonzalez was going to go out there and do a really good job. He's picking up where he left off in his last outing. But Bailey Falter is holding up his end of the bargain. He's doing a really good job out there. Both pitchers have allowed one hit as we go to the bottom of the fourth, and the Phillies will have 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Starting off with Kyle Schwarber here, who's the DH for tonight's game. And the first pitch, Schwarber will ground that one foul towards the first base dugout. Gonzalez went with a curveball. He has 50 pitches now as he enters into the bottom of the fourth inning. The 0-1 pitch. And Schwarber will pop this one up towards the infield. It will be over towards the third base side. And making the catch over at third base for the first out will be Eugenio Suarez. He caught it right by the bag. And there's one away. So the Phillies, they left 2 runners back in the bottom of the third inning. There were runners over at first and second. And they were not able to get anybody home. Castellanos will come back up, and the first pitch will be looped out to center field, and it drops in for a base hit in between Caballero and Julio Rodriguez, and that's one way to get on base. Castellanos gets a 1-out single, a bloop single. Oh, that was a slider that was low and just a little bit outside. Castellanos followed through with the swing, though. And there's a 1-out single. And now JT comes up. And the first pitch to Real Muto is taken on the inside corner for a called strike. Again, if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Our goal is to reach 275 subscribers by the end of tonight. And I think we can get there, man. The 0-1 pitch, that is grounded foul, just foul, not by much. The ball girl has to go chasing after it. It was hit over towards the third base side. What's up, John? Thanks for coming on here, man. Snowballs 2 strikes to Real Muto. Castellanos takes a lead off over at first base. It's scoreless at the bank. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock for Gonzalez and the 0-2 pitch. That's taken just a little bit outside. A changeup at 78 miles per hour. And JT is still behind in the count, but it's 1-2 now. Lots of fans filling in at Citizens Bank Park. It was pretty empty, but now people are coming in. 1-2 pitch. That is lined back up the middle, but it's fielded on a hop over at shortstop to throw over the second. There's one, and over the first is in time for a 6-4-3 double play. Good defensive depth for the Seattle Mariners, and the 6-4-3 double play will end the inning. And we go to the top of the 5th inning. We're still scoreless. Sorry about that call. I think I could have done a better job, but I froze in between the call. So, anyhow. Yeah, man. How many people we got on YouTube? Let's see here. Well, let's see how many people we got on Restream. We got 20 people. Up 16. All right. I went down. Yeah, man. To those of you that have actually just subscribed, be sure to shout yourself out if you'd like. If you want to give yourself a shout out, then I'll shout you out. Just comment down below. Also, don't forget to join the Discord server. It's in the description down below as well. So whenever we do a Phillies post-series, as I like to call it, we do it after every single series is done. If you want to do whenever we do a post-series pod, I like to get you guys to come on and give your thoughts about how the series went and how the Phillies team did throughout the entire series. So make sure that you join the Discord server. And not only do we just do it for voice chatting, but we also do it just to build upon the conversations off the air. And I really enjoy that, and it's a good way for me to keep in touch with you guys and keep you in the loop with all the content that's coming out. So join the Discord link. It's in the description down below if you're watching me on YouTube, also on Facebook and Twitch and Twitter as well. Yeah, so I have not been putting out a schedule yet over these past couple of weeks just because there's been a lot of what ifs with the Sixers. So I haven't really been making a schedule because of that, because I don't want to throw anybody off. And I've been just doing it pretty much on a daily basis. So I think that's been the best way to just to do things, you know what I'm saying? It's been tough, managing both teams with content, but we're doing it and we're having fun. Pollock comes up. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Seattle Mariners as Falter goes back out there for his 5th inning of work. Thank you, Larry. Appreciate it. Me too. The 0-1 pitch, and Pollock swings and misses at a curveball that was down low. And it hit the dirt. Pollock grounded out to second base. Back in the 2nd inning. Actually, it was over to third base. Had that written wrong. 0-2 pitch. Up high. A 90 mile per hour fastball. And that makes it a 1-2 count. How about the Rockies leading 5-0 in the top of the 6th inning against the Cleveland Guardians? 1-2 pitch. That ball is lifted out to left field, and on the run and making the catch right towards the wall is Christian Pache. Good thing he's out there tonight, because that ball was lined right over to him, and that had a chance of being extra bases. Pache didn't even dive for it, but just hustled out there to left field as he went over to his left side to catch the ball. And made the catch right at the warning track, right in front of the NovaCare rehabilitation side. I know, my guy. I know we only have 2 hits. First pitch, and this at-bat is up high and outside for a ball. And Jared Kelenic now comes up with 1 out in the 4th inning, or in the 5th inning. Losing track of my innings here. All right, so that was 1 out. A fly out to left field. Falter just had a birthday on April 24th. Wait, is that today? It was yesterday. Happy birthday to Bailey Falter. Happy belated birthday to Bailey Falter. The 0-1 pitch, that's down low and outside. How about that? The 1-1 pitch for Falter. And that is taken right at the knees, down the pipe for a called strike. So Kelenic wearing his little necklace. Also has his white batting gloves on, batting on the left side of the batter's box. The 1-2 pitch by Falter. That is just below the knees and maybe a little bit inside as well. And that'll even up the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. That ball is lifted high and deep to right field. That's going back to the warning track, to the wall, and it goes into the visitors' bullpen for a solo home run. This is exactly what he's been doing as of lately. Kelenic has been on a tear. And it's a 1-0 game. Seattle is up 424 feet. That was the estimation of how far it went. A hanging breaking ball left on the outside part of the plate, and Kelenic crushed that pitch. So it's 1-0. Mariners up in the top of the 5th, and Cal Rowley comes up, and the first pitch he takes for a high strike. And they got the Trident celebration. Is that what it is? They wear a Marine hat and have a little trident as a home run celebration. That's funny. The Mariner hat. Dude, you always say that. You do. No balls, 2 strikes to Cal Raleigh. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock and the 0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt for a ball. Curveball at 78 miles per hour. So the Phillies trail 1-0 on a solo home run by Jared Kelenic. As I mentioned, that's his 23rd hit on the season. 7 home runs now. The 1-2. It's in the dirt and just a little bit inside for a ball. Raleigh has 15 hits on the season, 12 RBI. He's one of 6 Mariners to have at least double digits in the RBI category. 2-2, inside and low. So it was an 0-2 count. It's now a full count. 1-0 the Mariners lead. Kelenic just hit a solo home run in the last at-bat. We're here in the top of the 5th inning. Nobody on. 1 out. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cal Raleigh. Falter with the signs from JT and the payoff pitch. Swinging a line drive out to left field, and thankfully it hooked foul because that ball was crushed. Cal has also scored 8 runs this season. He's 26 years old. He's from North Carolina. He has a .695 OPS and only a .224 batting average. Falter gets the signs and another payoff pitch. And that ball is lined out to left field, and that just goes over to the left side of the left field fair foul line. Another hanger that Falter just dodged a bullet on because Cal was ready to hit that one. It was just a little bit early, though. Falter winds up again. The 65th pitch on the evening. Swing and a miss on a 91-mile-per-hour fastball. A big strikeout to get Cal Raleigh out. And there's 2 away in the top of the 5th inning. Aiden, what's up, man? Thanks for coming on. So there's nobody on. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. The Phillies trail 1-0. And first pitch to Jose Caballero. And he takes that one right at the knees for a called strike. Curveball at 76 miles per hour. Caballero has been struggling this season, to say the least, but he had 2 good swings in his last at-bat. The 0-1, that's foul back behind the plate. He's batting .164, and hasn't necessarily been hitting the ball as of well lately. It's no balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 5th inning, 2 outs. Mariners lead 1-0. Falter with the signs and the pitch. That's another breaking ball that was let go, and there's a single out to left field by Caballero. So Caballero just gets on as he took the breaking ball that didn't even break. And there's another base hit given up by Falter. Apologize about that. Due up next is J.P. Crawford, the former Philly. Flew out to center field. Throw back over to first base is not in time to get Caballero. So we will be back on tomorrow. We got a 7 o'clock game. I might be a little bit late, though. But we'll have to just wait and see. More on that after the game. First pitch that's taken for a high strike. And then we'll be back on Thursday afternoon. I believe that's when the Phillies play. I have to double check my schedule. But yes. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. It's taken outside and low. The throw over to second base, though, is not in time. And, well, gets past the second baseman, and going over to third base will be Jose Caballero. So they're going to rule that as an E2 on the throw by JT Realmuto. And now, all of a sudden, an insurance run is over at third base as Caballero was able to swipe second base. Ball got past Bryson Stott. Turner could not back it up, and it went all the way into center field. Vice versa when it comes to Trey Turner and Bryson Stott. 1 ball, 1 strike to Crawford. And the 1-1 pitch. That's taken up high and maybe a little bit outside. On deck is Julio Rodriguez. Crawford flew out to center field in his first at-bat. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-1. There's a ground ball right through the diving stop by Bryson Stott. The throw over the first is not in time, so it's an infield RBI single. And Caballero comes in to score, and it's a 2-0 ball game. So back-to-back singles issued by Bailey Falter. So Caballero gets a stolen base and also a run as well. Thought it was just going to get over the middle, and Stott just got over there, but tried to make the throw in time, and it was just a little bit off the line regardless. But Caleb Cotham goes out there to talk to his pitcher, and it's a 2-0 ball game. I see Star Wars. Yeah, I know. What else? Yeah, so the Phillies down 2-0. Falter has 4 strikeouts in 4 2/3 of an inning. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you're watching me on YouTube. The goal is to reach 275, man. We've been going at it for 4 months, and for those of you that are just tuning into my channel for the first time, if you love my Phillies play-by-play, we also do Sixers play-by-play as well. And we do that as of now, and once Patriots season starts, we do Patriots games too. So, unearned run on the infield. Yeah, of course. Right. Thanks for reminding me about that. Man. All right. Rodriguez comes up. And the first pitch is up high for a ball. 3's not too many hits, my guy. It's only 2-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Check swing. Did he go? They don't even appeal, and they say that he did. So it's 1-1 to Julio Rodriguez. Infield playing in the pool towards the left field side. And the 1-1 that is popped up into foul territory, and it goes behind the first base dugout into the second row. And it's a 1-2 count. I tell you, the current odds for the Phillies to win this game are at plus 230. You might want to take them. If I was a betting man. They were at plus 100 coming into the game. Now it's plus 230. Rodriguez will call for time. As he steps out of the batter's box. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 75 pitches for Falter. We got a runner over at first base. Falter looks back at first, and the pitch. 1-2 pitch is fouled back towards the net. Behind home plate. So as I mentioned before, T-Mobile Park, that's where the Seattle Mariners play. Beautiful stadium. That's where the All-Star Game is going to be this year. Falter winds up, and the pitch. That ball's lifted foul. Behind the plate again. So Julio's making Bailey Falter work here. Rodriguez leading the team in stolen bases with 5. Also leads the team, or second on the team, I should say, in total bases with 42. The 1-2 pitch. That is just fouled off, a curveball at 77 miles per hour. And the count still remains at 1-2. Julio's 22 years old now. And has continued to just be a very good hitter for the Seattle Mariners. That's why he's getting paid the big bucks. The 1-2 pitch. And that's a fly ball out to right field. Castellanos is not going to be able to get there, and it just stays fair. Are they going to say it's a foul ball? Nope. They say it's a fair ball, and now going over to third base is J.P. Crawford, and over at second base was Julio Rodriguez, but now they're saying it's a foul ball. So everybody has to go back to their spots, and to be honest with you, I thought it just hit the chalk. Let's see here. Nope, it just stayed on the right side, so I beg your pardon. So everybody goes back to their spots. It still was a 1-2 count, just by inches. Rodriguez just went from second base to home plate. And going back over to first base is J.P. Crawford. Phillies and Mariners, well, two pretty good teams going at it. 1-2 strikes, and the pitch. And another foul ball behind home plate. So, a big battle in this at-bat between Bailey Falter and Julio Rodriguez. 6 foul balls on 8 pitches in this at-bat. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Falter looks back at first, and the 1-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3, and Rodriguez goes down looking. He does not agree with the home plate umpire, Eric Baucus. And now we go to the bottom of the 5th, but the Mariners do get 2 runs thanks to a solo home run by Jared Kelenic and an RBI single by J.P. Crawford. It was an unearned run given up by Bailey Falter, but we go to the bottom of the 5th. Phillies trail 2-0. So Falter with a backwards K. How many men came up to the plate? 6 men. Okay. All right, as always, guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. Also, make sure that you spread the word and that you tell your friends about this channel too. If they want to tune into Phillies games, if they are really interested in hearing some play-by-play and they don't have access to it, or if they love the Phillies, if they love the Sixers, and they want to have somebody else call the game, make sure that you tell them about me because I want us to grow our community and our family. So spread the word, spread the love, and spread the word. That's all I gotta say. Let's see. Also, don't forget to join the Discord server in the description down below. We got 18 people on here. Wow. Pretty nice. 19 people now. That's probably including me, because I had to join in. Okay. I think it's just starting to rain now. Is rain in the forecast? Let's see. Philadelphia weather. It's 56 degrees. Let's see here. Doesn't say that rain is supposed to be even in the forecast for tonight. But it looked a little bit wet. All right, so Outbone comes up. It's 6, 7, and 8 coming up for the Phils. The 0-1 pitch. That's taken right on the inside corner for a called strike. Nope. Bone grounded out over to second base in his first at-bat. And the next pitch is going to be hit out to right field. And Teoscar Hernandez gets underneath it. And he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. So the Phillies only have 1 hit, or 2 hits, I should say, on the afternoon. One was a loop single by Nick Castellanos, and the other one was a single to up the middle by Christian Pache. So Bohm starts off the bottom of the 5th inning with a fly out to right field. Sosa, I should say, comes up and will take the first pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. A changeup at 79 miles per hour. Sosa flied out in the 3rd inning. And he's 0 for 1. The 0-1 pitch. That ball is lifted high and deep to left field, and now the Phillies trail by 1 on a big solo home run by Edmundo Sosa. I got to tell you, the power in that bat, that's his 3rd home run on the season. Kevin Long, give him a lot of credit because he has been really helping out the hitters with providing the power. And now the Phillies making a little bit of noise as they're on the board. That's the 3rd hit of the day, and Sosa gets himself a solo home run. Curveball left out over the middle of the plate, and Sosa just took that to about the 6th row or so. Maybe even a little bit deeper, now that I look at the replay. But it's 2-1, Phillies down by 1. Nobody on, 1 out. Brandon Marsh comes up, and the first pitch, he takes it on the inside corner for a ball. Wow, that clearly looked like it was over the plate, but it was just a little bit off. Home run number 3 on the season by Edmundo Sosa. The 1-0 pitch. It's on the outside corner that time for a called strike. We've seen Brandon Marsh go a yard. He was one of the 4 Phillies players to go a yard in the last game that they played on Sunday. The 1-1 pitch. It's just fouled back behind home plate. The other 3 guys, well, there was Trey Turner, Cody Clemens, and Bryson Stott. One ball, 2 strikes. Gonzalez still out there on the bump for his 5th inning of work. It's the first home run he's allowed in quite some time. And the pitch. There's a little dribbler over to second base, backhanded by the second baseman. Throw over to first is just in time, and Marsh was out by maybe half a step or so. And there's 2 away. It's a pretty good play by Caballero over at second base. So Marsh grounds out. Look at that ice cream. The bobblehead with the ice cream. Man, that ice cream looks like it's dripping a little bit and it's dripping on the side of the cup, and you got to clean that up, my friend. And Christian Pache will come up to the batter's box, and that'll go right behind the seats. The ice cream there is really good. That's also a little bit pricey, though, but nothing bugs me more, I'll be honest with you. This is just a pet peeve of mine. Like, when ice cream is just dripping out on the side and, like, nobody, like, licks that part. Here's Pache. He lines that one out to center field and then drops it right in front of Rodriguez for another base hit. And Christian Pache is 2 for 2 on the day. He singled back in the 3rd. That was also with 2 outs, and, well, he singles in the 5th, in the 5th inning with 2 outs. Why? I had a brain freeze for a second. So Bryson Stott comes up. He's representing the go-ahead run for the Phillies in the bottom of the 5th inning. 67 pitches for Marco Gonzalez. Looks back over to first, and the first pitch to Stott is taken on the outside corner, a curveball at 78 miles per hour for a called strike. It's interesting because, well, when you take a look at Bryson Stott's numbers from last year, when he got optioned to AAA, he was only batting 133. And he comes back up, and Rob Thompson was the coach, and, well, things decided to change. The 0-1, that is fouled back towards the first base dugout. And that'll make it an 0-2 count. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. The goal is to get to 275 by the end of tonight. I think we can really make it work. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Laid off by Bryson Stott as it was down low and away. We do Phillies games, we do Sixers games, and we do Patriots games as well. So if you enjoy my content tonight, well, this is what we do on pretty much almost a daily basis now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Just a little bit outside. Good take by Bryson Stott. was also a little bit high as well. Stott played for the Jersey Shore Blue Claws a couple of years ago. And, well, it was a high prospect ranked for the Phillies. 2-2 pitch. Outside and low for ball 3. And it's a full count now. Another great at-bat by Bryson Stott as Trey Turner is in the on-deck circle. Stott from Las Vegas, Nevada. He stands at 6'3", and he's only 25 years old. Big payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. And Stott will line that one out to right field, but it hooks foul into about the 4th row or so. The 3rd row, I should say. And, well, it was just a little bit early. And Pache has to go back over to first base. Stott did walk back in the 3rd. This is the 3rd straight at-bat where he has a full count on him. Gonzalez winds up in the stretch and the pitch. There's a dribbler that was actually fouled right off of Stott's foot, his left foot, and well, Stott just stays alive again. Infield playing at a pretty normal depth, but there is some space up the middle and down the third base line as well. Outfield, though, at a pretty normal depth, too. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gonzalez winds up with 5 seconds left on the pitch clock and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Stott goes chasing after the changeup. He was a little bit early, and that'll do it. But the Phillies do get one back thanks to a solo home run by Edmundo Sosa. And we go to the top of the 6th inning as the Phillies trail 2-1. All right. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I'll be right back in just a few moments. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, man. What's going on, guys? Oh, man. This team can't capitalize. Is that what you're saying? Capitalize? I think I understand what you're saying. Hey, they got to run back, my guy. You know, that's how you have to deal with it. So I'm proud that they were able to do that, and hopefully they can try to get some more runs here. But they trail 2-1 as we go to the 6th inning. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon, too, so that way you know when I either A, go live, B, when I upload, or C, whenever I do both, if that's even a thing. And, yeah, we talk about the Sixers. We go live for Sixers games. We go live for Phillies games and for Patriots games as well. And we talk about the Flyers, too. Got to show them some love, even though they're not in the Stanley Cup playoffs this year. But I got to tell you, the Stanley Cup playoffs and the NBA playoffs have been a thriller to watch. Seriously, they've been a lot of fun. So Falter goes back out there for his 6th inning of work. Number sub 260. Oh, I thought that somebody commented that. Yeah, I know, it's pretty insane, man. The goal is to get to 275 by the end of tonight. And here's Ty France. 275 subscribers, man. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. All right, France will foul that one back towards the screen, and it's an 0-2 count now. And warming up in the bullpen is Matt Brash. He is a right-handed pitcher. He most likely will go out there to pitch the bottom of the 6th inning, the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a changeup that was down low and away. And that's now 84 pitches by Bailey Falter. Oh, my screen just blacked out for a second. Matt Brash. The 1-2 pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen, and France just winced for a quick second, so I hope he's okay. Seems to be fine, but I don't know. Falter in the stretch, winds up, and delivers the 1-2 pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3, an 84-mile-per-hour changeup right at the knees on the outside corner. And that is strikeout number 6. Good pitch by Bailey Falter again. And Ty France goes down looking. Alrighty. Eugenio Suarez comes up, and he'll line that one out to left center field. That's going to split the gap, and Pache actually did a good job of cutting that one off. The throw over to second base is not in time, though, and, give a lot of credit to Eugenio Suarez, who was hustling over at second base, and Pache did everything that he possibly could. That easily could have just split the gap, and Pache just made the stop, and it didn't even go towards the wall. And he was hustling out there. Made the throw on the run, almost collided with Brandon Marsh as he had to try to slow himself down. Marsh did not even get out of the way. And Pache saying, "You're good over there." And there's a 1-out double. Teoscar Hernandez, the hot hitter, coming up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 ground outs. Suarez over at second. It's a 2-1 lead for the Mariners. And the first pitch in this at-bat is fouled back towards the screen behind home plate. That'll go as a 1-out double to Eugenio Suarez, and he's now 1 for 3 on the day. Teoscar is 0 for 2 on the day, as I mentioned. He grounded out to shortstop and to third base. Falter looks back at second, and the 0-1. That's lined high and deep to left field, and that one is gone. It just went out into about the 4th row or so, and, Teoscar Hernandez continues to have a hot bat. And it's a 4-1 lead for Seattle. Teoscar Hernandez giving a little salute, and, the Mariners have just extended their lead on a line drive home run by Teoscar Hernandez. And now, if you're Caleb Cotham, you have to try to get somebody warming out there in the bullpen. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Let's take a look at that pitch again. It was just another curveball that just lost its velocity and did not hit its spot. So he's been struggling with that as of lately. And Pollock will foul the first pitch off toward the first base side. Why is Bailey on the roster? Bailey's doing really good, my guy, except for today. He's been doing really well. The 0-1 pitch. That's taken outside and low for a ball. Bailey's actually been better than Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler combined. The 1-1 pitch to Pollock. There's a curveball that was fouled off towards the third base side. Falter had 33 pitches in the 5th inning. He now is 92 overall. 15 in the first, 10 in the second, 13 in the third, 10 in the 4th. And so far, 11 here in the 6th inning. 1-2. That's fouled back towards the screen. Give Julio Rodriguez a lot of credit, though, because he fouled off about 7 pitches in that last at-bat in the 5th inning. Dude, I've been watching almost every single one of his games, and he's been really good, except for this outing. 1-2 pitch. Check swing. He went around, and that's now 7 strikeouts on the day for Bailey Falter. Pollock tried to check his swing, and now there's 2 away in the top of the 6th inning. Pollock not agreeing with the call, according to Eric Backus, behind the plate. Nobody on. 2 outs in the top of the 6th, and Jared Kelenic, who doubled and homered today, comes up to the plate, and this most likely will be the last batter for Bailey Falter. 94 pitches, and the first pitch. It was a check swing. Did he go? They appeal over at third base, and they say that he did not go around. It was a high fastball. The 1-0 pitch. That's another high fastball. It was a sinker at 88 miles per hour, but it did not sink back into the strike zone. Nobody on. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. 2 balls, no strikes to Kelenic, and the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. He dared him to swing after the fastball, and he did it, and Kelenic could not catch up to it. How about the Pirates leading the Dodgers 7-2, but now it's 7-4 with the bases loaded in the top of the 6th. The Dodgers are up to bat with 1 out. 2-1 pitch. That ball is lifted out to left center field. Pache comes running in, and he makes the diving catch for out number 3. He dove over to his left side and just robbed Kelenic on an extra base hit. And that'll do it as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Phillies trail 4-1 as Teoscar Hernandez hit a 2-run home run to extend the lead for the Mariners. That was pretty nice. So Pollock just struck out, and Kelenic lined out to left field. How about Christian Pache, man? Bro, he made another really good defensive play too, like that I mentioned, where Eugenio Suarez, give him credit, he was hustling out of the batter's box, but that ball could have went all the way towards the wall, and he just hustled to get over to the baseball, and he held him. He did hold him to a double, but most base runners, that would have just been a single. That catch by Pache was nice. Again, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. And yeah, man, Phillies losing so far, but still have time to turn things around as they go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We've seen this team do some pretty crazy things. They're not off to the best start offensively, but within the blink of an eye, they can do anything that they want. So, yeah, our goal is to get to 275 by the end of today, subscribers-wise. So if you guys haven't done so already, I recommend you guys to subscribe to this channel if you guys like the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Patriots, because that's what we do. We do games for all 3 of those teams, and we also, after every series, we do a playoff, we do a series podcast. But we do a Sixers podcast after every single game as of right now. Pache's diving catch, that was incredible. That's going to be on the web gems of the game. Phillies crowd, well, they've been doing a really good job. Raphael, is the comeback possible? Oh, yeah, dude. Matt Brasher's coming out there to pitch for the Mariners. Brash, if it makes you guys feel any better, has a 5.59 ERA. He's 0 for 3 in save opportunities. So, it's not even it is a save situation, but we're only in the bottom of the 6th inning, so we still have 12 outs to go. Turner comes up. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for Philadelphia. And the first pitch by Brash. That's on the inside corner for a called strike. So Marco Gonzalez, well, his day is done as he went 5 innings. He allowed 1 earned run, a couple of base hits, and only 1 walk. And the 0-1 pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen. No balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner, who's 0 for 2 on the day. He grounded out and struck out. And the 0-2 pitch. Taken way outside for a ball. Brash winds up. And the 1-2 pitch. That's outside again. We like the Phils, Sixers, and Flyers. Just don't like the Patriots. No one likes the Patriots. You're funny. I've seen some people on here that have actually commented about the Patriots. It's kind of funny. But not as of lately, because I've been doing a lot of Sixers and Philly stuff. 2-2 on the... Oh, man, that was called strike 3. That was right over the center of the plate, taken right at the knees for a called strike. And Turner goes down looking. That's the second time today that he has struck out. All right, I think after this inning, we're going to take a little quick stretch. Oh, wait, no, we got to do it in the bottom of the 7th, so I can wait. Kyle Schwarber comes up. Nobody on, 1 out. And the first pitch, that's inside and low for a ball. Trey's having a bad game. Again, dude, it happens, 1-0 pitch, that's up high and outside. The thing about this lineup that makes them so deadly is that they can have, 2 guys that are having a bad game, and yet, 5 guys that can just continue to hit. 2-0 pitch at the knees for a called strike. If JT is, getting cold, well, maybe Kyle Schwarber's hot. And then imagine, once Bryce Harper comes back, dude. Crazy. 2-1 pitch. End of the pit, and Kyle Schwarber on the back foot. And he'll take first base and gets on with a hit by pitch. That'll bring up Nick Castellanos, who had a bloop single in his last at-bat. Yikes. Just hit him on the left big toe. Schwarber talking things over with Ty France over at first base. Brash with only 9 pitches so far in this inning. And this next victim will be Nick Castellanos. Schwarber over at first, 1 out. And Castellanos lines that one out to right field. It drops in for a base hit. Schwarber's just going to go over to second base, and, Castellanos gets himself an opposite field single. A hit by pitch to Kyle Schwarber with 1 out, and Castellanos just singled to right field. And the tying run is coming up to the plate as GT Realmuto, who grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in his last time out, he comes up to bat for the Phillies. He has lowered his batting average to .241. Only 2 home runs on the season, 7 RBI. On deck is Alec Bohm. Cal Raleigh goes out there to talk to his pitcher. Phillies have done a little bit better with runners in scoring position, but they did leave 2 runners on base back in the 3rd inning. But can they capitalize right here? Everybody goes back to their spots. Brash with the 11th pitch on the inning coming right up. Schwarber's over at second, Castellanos over at first, and the first pitch. It's down below the knees. It was a slider at 90 miles per hour. Big at-bat here for JT Realmuto, who chokes up on the bat just a little bit. That's what he usually does. Brash winds up in the 1-0 pitch. Outside and maybe a little bit high for ball 2. So Brash is 24 years old. He was born on May 12th of 1998. So he's just a little bit older than me. By a couple months. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider that was low. It was on the lower part of the strike zone. It would have been a strike anyways. Here we go. The 2-1 pitch to JT. That's lined out to right center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Schwarber rounding third base, coming in to score. Oh, nope, he's going to stay over at third base. He thought about going over to home plate, but now the bases will be loaded. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. So a hit by pitch to Kyle Schwarber, and back-to-back singles, opposite field singles for the Phillies. And I mentioned before that Matt Brash, well, he has a 9.65 ERA. He's blown 3 saves on the season, and, well, the Phillies are using that to their advantage here. And now the go-ahead run is coming up for the Phillies. 1 out, still in the bottom of the 6th. The first pitch to Bohm. That is lined over to first base. The throw over to second. There's 1, and they won't even make a throw over to first base. It's an RBI fielder's choice by Alec Bohm. Good play by Ty France to just keep that one in front of him as Bohm hit that one really sharply. And that'll go down as a 3-6 putout. Or as a 3-6 fielder's choice, I should say. Castellanos, though, goes over to third, and JT was out at second base. So the Phillies now trail 4-2 on the RBI fielder's choice by Alec Boehm. And now runners are at the corners. So Castellanos over at third base. Over at first is Boehm. And Edmundo Sosa, who homered in his last at-bat, comes right up to the plate. First pitch is down low for a ball. Sosa with 3 home runs now, 7 RBI on the season. Brash gets ready, kicks, deals, and the 1-0 pitch is taken for a strike at the knees. One ball, one strike to Edmundo Sosa. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. A slider that was just a little bit outside. And it's a 1-2 count. Bottom of the 6th. Phillies trail 4-2. The 1-2 pitch to Sosa. Swing and a miss. The pitch was way out of the strike zone. It was outside and away. And Sosa goes fishing after the slider. So 1 run on the RBI fielder's choice by Alec Boehm. And the Phillies now trail 4-2 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. But the Phillies do leave runners at the corners. Right, last half inning, and then we're gonna take a quick stretch. Oh man, Boehm has been cold, but not really. Honestly, he's been hitting the ball, I think, really well. I really do. He had a line drive out to center field in that one game, a couple of games ago, and just hit it sharply. It's just been at people. Yeah, we're not done yet, guys. There's still like 9 outs left. That's the thing about baseball. You got to play all 27 outs, and we're only down by 2. So let's see. Let's see who's coming in now. Bailey Falter's going to go out there for another inning of work. Is that correct? Let me see. Let me update this. It's the end of the 6th. They just said that Cal Rowley's coming up. Okay, well, let's see. Guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new to my channel, as always, and hit the bell icon. Connor Brogdon comes in. Okay. So Connor Brogdon's coming in. It's not Bailey Falter. Brogdon is 1-0 on the season with a 2.45 ERA. Yeah, I just said that, my guy. He's gone 11 innings, 10 hits allowed, only 3 walks, and he has 11 strikeouts. Phillies down 4-2. Can they try to keep it at this type of a deficit here? Look at the baby crying. Aw. It's down at Ashburn Alley. Guess maybe it's past his bedtime or something. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like the cold. Maybe he doesn't like that the Phillies are losing. Never know. All right. So Brogdon will come in. And the first hitter that he will face here is Cal Rowley, who's batting on the left side. And the first pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. David Max, what's up? What's going on, man? Hopefully you're having yourself a great night, my guy. The 0-1 pitch. That's up high and outside. Not by much, but it's a 1-1 count. Nobody out. In the top of the 7th inning, Cal Rowley starts things off at 7, 8, and 9, coming up for the Mariners. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. It was on the upper third part of the outside of the strike zone. Upper third outside part. Cal Rowley, the 1-2 pitch, that's fouled back towards the screen. So Rowley's behind the plate today. He's a switch hitter. He's batting on the right side for a little bit and now is hitting on the left side this time. Brogdon gets set, kicks, deals, swing, and a foul ball that was it just got out of the glove of JT Realmuto. So it was not a foul tip into the glove. Rowley does stay alive, though. My nose is itchy. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Brogdon winds up, and the 1-2 pitch. That ball's lifted high and deep out to right field. It's going back to the warning track. Castellanos just runs out of room, and it actually bounced off the very top of the wall. And going over to third base is Cal Raleigh. He tried to leap up, and it just hit the very top of the wall, and it almost got on out of here. And there's a leadoff triple by Cal Raleigh to start off the top of the 7th inning. Well, Brogdon certainly had him right on the ropes, and Raleigh just missed a home run. Let's see here, though. It hit the very top of the fence. And they're going to review this to see if it's a home run or if it's a triple here. So they are going to just review it. That's why I stumbled on that call a little bit. All right, so they're going to review this to see if it's a home run or if it's just a triple by Cal Raleigh. But nonetheless, coming up to the plate will be Jose Caballero. So let's see when you take a look at the replay here. It hit the very, very top of the wall. Now, did it catch a little bit of the fence? Maybe it did, but it's so hard to tell from that angle. It is not so easy. You should be able to... I'm turning on the closed caption here. Let's see. I want to listen so we can tell everyone that is watching what they are trying to review here. All right, so Jose Caballero comes up, so they reviewed it, and I guess that it's just going to stand as a triple. I didn't get any sort of confirmation call, whatever. Nobody out, and a runner over at third base on a leadoff triple by Cal Raleigh. And the first pitch to Caballero is taken for a strike. It was a changeup over the middle of the plate. We're in the top of the 7th inning. The Phillies are down 4-2 against the Seattle Mariners. The 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Good block by JT Realmuto. Home plate umpire Eric Backus just got that ball back from JT Realmuto. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. Brogdon lines up and delivers the 1-1. Ball's lifted out to center field. Marsh gets underneath it. The runner, Cal Raleigh, will probably tag. Marsh makes the catch. Throw over to home plate to try to get Raleigh is not in time. And Raleigh comes in to score on the RBI sacrifice fly by Jose Caballero. And it's now a 5-2 ball game in the top of the 7th inning. But there's one out. So Caballero has had himself a pretty good day. He singled back in the 5th. He also stole a base and scored a run on an RBI single by J.P. Crawford. It's 5-2. Mariners lead. Every time the Phillies have scored a run, the Mariners have answered back. The first pitch to Crawford. Swing and a miss at a four-seam fastball at 93 miles per hour. The 0-1 in the dirt. Good take by JP. Crawford's now 28 years old from Long Beach, California. Every time I see Long Beach, I think of Long Beach Island. The 1-1. That's inside for ball 2. If you guys have ever been to LBI, Long Beach Island, it is good. It's such a great place to stay. A lot of cool things to do, especially during the summertime. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup that was low and downstairs. Pretty big crowd tonight at the bank. 2-2 pitch. Outside, and that makes it a 3-2 count. Julio Rodriguez waits on deck. LBI is great. Brogdon with the payoff pitch. It's taken down low and outside for ball 4, and J.P. Crawford gets on with a 1-out walk. Good plate discipline by Crawford. He was patient at the plate. Decided not to go after the changeup. Well, the Mariners have scored all 5 of their runs in the last 3 innings or so. They scored 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and so far 1 here in the 7th inning. Phillies have had 6 hits, but they just have not been able to get as many runners home. Here's Julio Rodriguez, and the first pitch is down low and away for a ball. How they're actually able to... the camera work is just actually incredible, because with the net in there, it's pretty high resolution. 1-0 pitch. It's a swing and a miss for a strike. How about the Tigers leading the Brewers 4-0? That's in the top of the 3rd, and Detroit is looking to add more runs. Nationals also lead the Mets 2-0. The 1-1. It's skied out to right field. Castellanos going over to the line, and he'll make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. And there's 2 away in the top of the 7th for Connor Brogdon. And as always, in case you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. The goal is to get to 275 subscribers by the end of tonight. So don't forget to like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. Smash it as hard as you possibly can. I appreciate it. If you like the Phillies, if you like the Sixers, the Patriots as much as I do, make sure you subscribe. Maybe not the Patriots if you guys are Philly fans, but I like the Patriots. First pitch is down low, and going over to second base is J.P. Crawford. And Crawford's now in scoring position, and JT Realmuto just ate that one up. Good steal by J.P. Crawford. Been doing pretty good on the base paths this season. And the 1-0 pitch. That's a high fly ball out to center field. Marsh has room, though, at the warning track, and they'll make the catch for the 3rd and final out of the inning. But an RBI sacrifice fly as Cal Raleigh tripled, and then getting him home was Jose Caballero, and that'll make it a 5-2 lead as it's time to stretch here at the bank. So Rodriguez... what did he do? He flew out to right field, and France flew out to center field. All right, stretch time. So you know what that means. We're going to take a very quick step off. I'll be right back in just a few seconds. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Ready. Phillies are 11-12. That's as close as you can get to 500. Yeah, man. What do you mean we're far from 500? Oh, boy. All right. Marsh will lead things off as Gabe Spire comes in. He's won 8 2/3 of an inning so far this season. Hasn't allowed a run yet. 4 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Right, righties and lefties are hitting less than 200 against him. So Marsh will be leading things off here. Let's see if the Phillies can try to get the pendulum swing onto their side. Spire will call for time here, and he'll talk to Cal Raleigh just to try to communicate a little bit. But 8, 9, and 1 are coming up for the Phillies. Marsh lined out to left field, and he grounded out over to third base. The ground out to third took place back in the 5th inning. Here we go. Phillies down to their final 9 outs as they trail by 3. Marsh gets back into the batter's box, and we're ready to start the bottom of the 7th. Spire comes up, and the first pitch to Marsh. It's way inside for a ball. Philly fanatic trying to get the crowd going here. Marsh playing out in center field. 1-0 pitch. That was way up high for ball 2. Marsh is batting .353 on the season, 4 home runs, 13 RBI. And the 2-0. Swinging a line drive out to right field. It drops in for a base hit, and there's a leadoff single to start things off in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Christian Pache will come up to the plate. Good piece of hitting by Brandon Marsh. So he got the barrel on it and lined that one over to right field, and that'll hopefully start a rally here. Spire threw 3 pitches in that at bat, and Christian Pache, who's 2 for 2 on the day, show bunt at the first pitch. The throw back over to first base, though, by the catcher is not in time. Oh, man, Cal Raleigh did a good job at throwing that one back over to first, and, well, Raleigh is looking to see if whether or not the Mariners should challenge this. Marsh was caught sleeping, and, well, I think he just missed that slide. Good throw by Cal Raleigh, though, nonetheless. And Marsh just got his hand back in there. So it's no balls and 1 strike, as Pache did show bunt and then tried to take it back, but he did not do it just in time. And, well, Raleigh's going to go out there to talk to his pitcher, and they're going to review this, the Seattle Mariners, to see if Marsh was out. He took a big leadoff over at first base. But he did a great job at just missing the tag, I thought. But let's see. It is so close. Maybe from this angle we'll be able to see. As you can see, Ty France's hand. The question is, when Marsh put his right hand up, did France tag the elbow? That's the question. So they're reviewing this over in New York. But if the call does stand, Marsh will be safe, and there's nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Pache, 2 for 2 on the day. And he's still in the batter's box. They're still waiting to confirm the call here. What's going on, David? Hey, JJ, I'm new. Just wondering, why do you go for the Patriots and not the Eagles? I don't hate the Eagles, to be honest with you. I just, got into the Patriots at first. You know, I didn't really grow up to be an Eagles fan, but I don't hate the Eagles. I just really liked Rob Gronkowski. It's funny because people ask me, or they just automatically assume that I think that Tom Brady is the best of all time, and I don't. I really don't. I think Joe Montana is the best quarterback of all time. All right, so let's see what they review here, or what the call is. So the call is confirmed, and Marsh was just in there safely. Thank goodness. It was a great bang-bang play nonetheless. Marsh did a really good job at just dodging that tag. There was no concrete evidence. It was just a tough play. So Christian Pache is up. No balls, 1 strike to Pache, and the 0-1 pitch. That's at the knees for a called strike. 95 miles per hour on the gun for Spire. Pache started off the season 1 for 8, and well, in his last 15 at-bats, he's 7 for 15. He did hit a home run on Saturday's game. The 0-2. That's lined over to second base. It's caught. The throw back to first is in time. That is a 4-3 double play. And Pache hit that one pretty well over to second base, and Marsh just could not get back in time over at first. How about that? That's going to go down as just a bang-bang play. Good play over at second base by Caballero, and also just good recognition on the play as well to throw back over to Ty France over at first. So now there's nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Phillies down 5-2. And we'll flip the lineup card again as Bryson Stott comes up. It's an 0-1 count, and the 0-1 pitch is fouled right off of the knee of Bryson Stott, and he is just taking a seat. But finally gets back up. Oh, boy. Man, that's a tough break. Oof, that also hit his back knee. Oof, that's tough. Man, yikes. Hopefully Stott's okay. Well, he gets up. It's no balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, and the 0-2 pitch. Up high, not by much for a ball. On deck is Trey Turner, who was struck out in his last 2 at-bats. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Spire with the 1-2 pitch. That's fouled back towards the third base side, and it goes out of play. Did I go to broadcasting school? I didn't go to broadcasting school, but I went to school for broadcasting. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott, and the pitch. It's in the dirt. And, oh, man, Cal Rowley is down as it hit him right into the wickets area. And, well, he is in a lot of pain. Oof. It was like the play that Anthony Davis was, oof. It's like the same play that Anthony Davis got hit in. And also when James Harden elbowed one of the Nets players. Same area. I call it the wickets. So there's nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. In case you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we do Sixers, Phillies, and Pats games. I'll get to my explanation in a sec. Just want to wait till the inning's done. The 2-2 delivery to Stott. And that is lined down the first base line. It's a fair ball. And it actually just got off the glove of the first baseman. The throw over to second base is, well, Stott's going to hold up over at first base. It was a good throw over at second base by Ty France. And it just bounced off of the glove as he was trying to make a diving stop. And Stott gets on with a 2-out single. And Trey Turner's coming up. So there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, and the first pitch to Turner, it's a swing and a miss. Maybe he actually just got a piece of the slider, but regardless, it's an 0-1 count. Spire going out there to throw his 14th pitch, and here it is, another swing and a miss on a 95-mile-per-hour sinker. Excuse me. Again. No balls, 2 strikes. Stott over at first base. They are playing Trey Turner up the middle, but there's a gap between second base and first base on the right side. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul ball. It was Turner barely got a piece of it. Spire had the right idea of throwing the curveball inside. And it's an 0-2 count. Welcome back over at first to Spire and the 0-2 pitch. That's in the dirt again. And good job by Rowley to keep it right in front of him to not get it going. Kyle Schwarber waits on deck. Turner 0 for 3 today. He struck out in his last 2 at-bats. Phillies trail 5-2 against the Seattle Mariners in the start of a 3-game series. The 1-2 pitch. It's in the dirt, and good take by Turner. And also another nice play where Cal Raleigh just kept Bryson Stott over at first base as the ball bounced way in front of him, and Stott decided not to go. And I don't blame him. I certainly don't. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Turner goes down swinging for strike 3. And we go to the top of the 8th inning. So the Phillies trail 5-2 as Turner goes down swinging. Oh, man. Star Wars, as soon as I saw your comment, I knew something bad was going to happen. So I know that you're probably ahead of me. But as soon as I saw your comment, I saw that. 3 straight strikeouts for Trey Turner. All right. So first of all, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. And yeah, man. So we do Phillies games, Sixers games, and Patriots games. Okay. So why the Patriots? Okay. I always tell people that I never really got into the Eagles. Like when I was really young, I was really a baseball and basketball guy. Like going into middle school. Baseball was my first love, and so I never really got into the Eagles because I just wasn't necessarily into football. And finally, my friends were when I was in high school, had an event that I went over to for a youth group, and they were like, you know what? It was supposed to be a football event. The Eagles game was supposed to be on, and of course I showed up late, right? And so I basically come over late, and I am told by the guys, you know what they're, and they're like, okay, well, the Eagles game ended. I had played practice or something for my musical, and they were like, you know what, let's just have you sit down on the couch. We don't care what game's coming on, right? We just want you to watch football because we're tired of you talking about baseball and basketball. We want you to talk about football too. And I said, fine. I was a little sponge at that point. I was pretty reserved and quiet, but I said, okay, that's fine. So the first game I watched, Aaron Hernandez was a beast, and, you know, I saw him and I saw Amendola making some really nice catches, and just from the appeal of that, seeing Aaron Hernandez celebrate after a couple of touchdowns, that was kind of what drew me into them. And it's unfortunate because we know what happened to Aaron Hernandez after that, but that's how I got into it. And I've stuck with them since then. I have. I've stuck with them since. So, I don't hate the Eagles. Was I mad when the Eagles won the Super Bowl? No, because we've won 5. What do you mean that's no excuse? Eugenio Suarez comes up. Junior Marte comes in to pitch for the Philadelphia Phillies. Marte, who just got recalled back up to the squad, throws the first pitch. It's right at the knees for a called strike. So Suarez is 1 for 3 today. The 0-1 pitch, that's down low and away for a ball. Junior Marte. Yep, man, I just said that. The 1-1 pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen. And it's a 1-2 count. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. So that way you know when I upload. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there is a strikeout for Junior Marte. Maybe that's why, my guy. I don't know. All right. Where are we? All right, so Suarez strikes out. Start off the inning. Julio Rodriguez, Teoscar Hernandez comes up. He had a 2-run home run in his last at-bat, out to left field. And the first pitch, it's called a strike. That's also like asking, like, why did they bring up Jose Alvarado, like, when he was really bad for the Phillies? Like, look at him now. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he's gotten better. Maybe they see something out of him. Like here, the 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball over to first base. The throw over to first is just in time by Trey Turner. What a bang-bang play by Turner. It was not over to first base. It was over towards the third base side. Who's they, my guy? Here is A.J. Pollock, who's 0 for 3 today. And the first pitch is down low for a ball. Star Wars, who's they? 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch, that is down low again for ball 2. Justin Topa will probably be out there to pitch the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-0 pitch. That's taken right at the knees for a called strike. I saw that comment. 2-1 pitch. Another swing and a miss. I'm telling you, man, be patient because I feel like that they still are going to come back in this game. I'm telling you. And plus, if it makes me feel any better, we're all behind the stream here, so I'm not even causing the bad luck because I'm not even there in real time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. That ball is going to be flared out to right field, but Castellanos says he has room, and he'll make the catch for the 3rd and final out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Phillies down 5-2. Can they try to get some more runs back? That remains to be seen. All right, so Suarez struck out Hernandez. What did he do? He flied out, right? I think he flew out to left field. What was it? Oh, it was a ground. Oh, it was a ground out to short, and he just did not beat it out. So that's a G6, and Pollock flew out to right. Just put the jersey on. I can't, man. I can't. I will be right back, though, because I do have to stretch. So I will be back in just like 20 seconds. Righty. All right, here we go. Here we go. What's going on, guys? If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. And, yeah, man, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies down to their final 6 outs. Kyle Schwarber comes up to the plate. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 coming up. All righty. So Schwarber comes back up to the plate. And the first pitch to Kyle. That's taken for a strike. A slider at 84 miles per hour. So Kyle's 0 for 2 today. He got hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 6th inning. Phillies down by 3. The 0-1 inside for a ball. So Justin Topa's out there as he comes in as the new pitcher. He's gone 8 innings. He's only allowed 4 hits, 4 walks, 9 strikeouts. And the 1-1, swing and a miss. And there's now a 1-2 count. He has not given up a run this season, but he is 0-1. That's a little weird. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball back up the middle. Crawford fields on the hop and will throw over to first in time to get Kyle Schwarber. So the scouting report was correct to play Schwarber up the middle. And that's exactly what J.P. Crawford did, and there's one away. Castellanos will come up. So Nick is 2 for 3 today. And the first pitch is inside for a ball. Not saying you've caused him bad luck with the 8th. I understand. 1-0 pitch. There's a ground ball that's foul towards the third base side. Wait, hold up. Let me see what your full message is. Just at least show us that you have a Phillies jersey. I've already showed you guys that I have a Phillies jersey. You guys have seen me. You can see the tape for yourself. I've shown everybody. The 1-1 pitch. That's going to be lined out to left field, and making the catch is Kelenic for out number 2. How could he get the loss? Because maybe it was an unearned run. You know? Maybe he gave up a run, but it was an error, but they had to charge the loss to somebody. So he probably gave up an unearned run. Andrew Vasquez comes up. He's warming up in the bullpen. Nobody on 2 outs for the Phils as we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. JT Realmuto comes up in the first pitch. That's lined out to right field, but it just looks foul. Goes right past the foul ball net. This is your first time on. You've never seen it. Well, go check out the tapes, my guy. You can check out my highlight reels. I even have like the jersey on for some of them. The 0-1 pitch. Realmuto grounds that one over to third base. Suarez fields on the hop and will throw over to first just in time for out number 3. So the Phillies go down 1-2-3 in the 8th inning, and that'll do it as we go to the 9th inning. Star Wars, I appreciate you coming on here, man, but like I'm gonna tell you, like if it, I don't like the spoilers, my guy. I don't like the spoilers, my guy. So if you keep doing that, I'm gonna have to kick you, dude. I hate to do that, but I don't want any spoilers. All right. You're acting very sus. Why am I acting sus? I literally have a jersey. I do. It's just not over here. I got a Bryce Harper jersey. All right, so that. So what just happened? So Castellanos flew out, and Realmuto just grounded out to third base. Don't forget, if you guys are new to my channel, as always, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. Alrighty. It's already 9 o'clock, really? I can't believe it's already 9, bro. It's pretty crazy. Oh, I wanted to turn on. I'll bet you got a Ryan Howard jersey. I do not have a Ryan Howard jersey. I have a Bryce Harper jersey. Jim Thome I have too. Actually, wait. I do have a Ryan Howard jersey, but I was a kid, so I'm sorry about that. It's not an extra large, so it doesn't fit me anymore. Dude, I already have an Eagles hat on. It's a Super Bowl. It's really a Super Bowl hat, but like, got it from NFL Films. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, my guys, man, and also spread the word, man. If you enjoy my play-by-play cast, like, you know, make sure that you spread the word and tell more people about me. I've been doing this for 4 months. Give you guys some really cool content. I know that you guys like coming on here, and I really appreciate that. We need Bryce back. I agree. I agree with that. So Jared Kelenic comes up. And the first pitch, that's taken for a strike on the outside corner. Alrighty. And also, if you just subscribe to my channel, make sure you shout yourself out. The 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball, but it's just foul back towards the home plate side. It's no balls, 2 strikes as we start off the top of the 9th. Kelenic 2 for 3 on the day. He lined out to left field on a beautiful catch by Christian Pache. What, do we have a warning that was issued to the dugout? Is that what it was? I think we do. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. That's way outside for a ball. So Vasquez is pitching. It's Andrew Vasquez. And the 1-2 pitch. It'll be hit out to left field, and it drops in front of Pache for a base hit. And that's a leadoff single to start off the top of the 9th inning. So Kelenic is 3 for 4 on the day. And Cal Raleigh will be coming up to the plate as he tripled in his last at-bat. So Cal Raleigh comes up. He's batting on the right side. He tripled back in the 7th inning. And he also scored a run. The 0-1 pitch, way up high. And it was taken for a ball. So there's nobody out in the top of the 9th. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Vasquez got him to chase after that slider that was inside and low. And that'll make it a 1-2 count now. So Gonzalez started off the day for the Seattle Mariners. Bailey Falter tried to go to distance 2 for the Phillies. 1-2 pitch. That's lined foul down the third base line. Falter to give up a 2-run home run to Teoscar Hernandez. He also gave up a solo home run to Jared Kelenic as well. Raleigh almost homered in his last at-bat, but he got on with a triple. The 1-2. Right over the middle of the plate. It was a slider that was taken all the way by Cal Raleigh for strike 3. And there is 1 away in the top of the 9th inning. And Jose Caballero comes up now. Double play ball could be a Phillies. Could be a best friend for the Phillies here. Vasquez on the bump in the 9th inning. And the first pitch to Caballero is taken for a strike. Nobody can get Kelenic out, my guy. Oh, Kelenic. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, David. Thanks. Kelenic. I really appreciate that. The 0-1. Ground ball over to shortstop. Turner fields on the hop and will throw over to first. Oh, nope. They're going to say it's an infield single. And now Alec Boehm's looking over towards the first base dugout to see if the Phillies should review this. And Rob Thompson is trying to listen, and we'll see if they decide to review this or not, but it's scored as an infield single. Caballero looked like he just beat it out, but let's see here. Nope. I think he was just out by less than half a step. So the Phillies are going to challenge this, and that's what they're going to do. So if the call is overturned, it should be 2 outs in the top of the ninth and only a runner at second base. It did look like he was out. But I'm start reviewing this. There's Ryan Willis, the first base umpire, and the home plate umpire, Eric Backus, out there. Talking things over with New York. Jared Kelenic. I got to write that down. There we go. All right. So let's see what they say. The call's overturned. So Caballero is out, and it's just a ground out. But Kelenic goes over to second base with 2 away in the top of the ninth. And J.P. Crawford comes up. He had a walk in his last plate appearance. He also had an RBI single. And the first pitch by Vasquez is taken at the knees for a called strike. Crawford's 1 for 2 today. He's singled, he's walked, he's also stole a base and scored a run as well. The 0-1. It's going to be lined down the left field line, and it just hooks foul. It actually almost hit the stool of the ball girl. Huh. I urge you, my guy. I'm not gonna dive into peer pressure, my boy. I'm not gonna do it. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Outside and low for a ball. So over at second base is Kelenic. Lots of fans here in attendance at the Phillies game. In the 1-2 pitch, there's a ground ball over to second base. Stott fields it cleanly and will throw over to first in plenty of time for the third and final out of the inning. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for the Phillies as they trail 5-2. Bohm, Sosa, and Marsh coming up when we come back. So Crawford rounds out to second. Dave, how old are you? If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon too so that way you know when I upload. And if you enjoy my Phillies play-by-play cast, man, I really appreciate you guys for coming on here. Do not forget to also join the Discord server as we do post-game series pods on here, and we also do post-game pods for the Sixers as well. So if you enjoyed the Sixers and the Phillies as much as I do, man, make sure that you do that. Patriots season is off, or it's in the off season. We did not do a Patriots cast yesterday. We'll probably do one after the draft because it's really been such a busy time for me, you know, between doing all the Phillies games and all the Sixers games going on now. So I appreciate that, though. Come on, Phils, man. Mariners have a pronunciation guide when you hear the players say their names. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. It's pretty sick. Our goal is to get to 275 by the end of tonight. So if you haven't done so already, make sure that you subscribe, man. We have 23 people on here. I know that at least one of you is not subscribed to my channel. And that's okay because I'm not diving into peer pressure and putting on a jersey right now because I'm not even ready to get up yet. But for those of you guys that haven't subscribed, besides this one guy, what are you guys waiting for? Would you rather Phillies sweep the Yanks in the World Series or win the MVP? Dude, you never even told me your age, so I'm not even going to answer your question yet because you never acknowledged my question. All right, bottom of the ninth we go. Bohm, Sosa, and Marsh coming up for the Phils. It's 6, 7, and 8. Can the Phillies try to keep this going? The Dodgers actually just came back, and now they've taken an 8-7 lead. He's 5. You're funny. Paul Seward comes in, 12. Paul Sewald comes in. He's 6 for 6 in save opportunities this year. And, well, he's going to face Alec Bohm as his first victim. And the first pitch is taken right down the middle for a called strike. Bohm is 0 for 3. He grounded out, flew out, grounded into a fielder's choice, and also had an RBI as well. The 0-1 pitch. That's down low for a ball. The 1-1 pitch. Bohm lines that one over to the first base line. It's going to go down the right field line for a fair ball. And Bohm will be heading over to second base. The throw over to second is not in time, and Bohm starts things off with an opposite field double. It was just over the head of Ty France, and it almost hit the chalk. And that's how you start off the bottom of the 9th inning. Good job by Bohm just to go opposite way with it. And it stayed right there. And he also hustled. Here's Edmundo Sosa. He had a homer back in the 5th inning. And the first pitch to Sosa, he swings and misses as he was trying to go for the fences that time. On the 95-mile-per-hour fastball. No balls, 1 strike. Bohm takes a lead off at second. The 0-1 pitch. Sosa decided to show bunt, and he bunted it foul down the first base line. And it's a 0-2 count. So there's nobody out in the bottom of the 9th. Sosa is up. Sewald getting ready to wind up. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Sosa will ground this one fair. The throw over to first base by the catcher is in time. So Cal Raleigh is able to get Sosa out as Sosa had his batting helmet come off. And going over to third base is Alec Bohm. So how about the Dodgers? They just came back and have taken an 8-7 lead in the top of the 9th inning. That is like unbelievable. They were down 7-2. And good job by Cal Raleigh to get over to the baseball. He's been really good defensively. And Brandon Marsh comes up now. First pitch to Marsh is taken right at the knees for a called strike. So Sosa grounds out. Bohm goes over to third base. And there's one away. And a runner over at third in the bottom of the 9th. The Phillies trail 5-2. The 0-1 pitch. It's inside for a ball, a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. At third base, they're actually playing Marsh kind of in. And a pretty normal defensive alignment other than that. Sewald winds up in the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They appeal at third base. They say no swing. Wow. Surprised. So that makes it a 2-1 count to Marsh. Marsh singled back in the 7th inning. He also lined out to left field and grounded out the third base. The 2-1. Marsh swings and misses at the 92-mile-per-hour fastball. Right on the outside corner. On deck is Christian Pache, who's hit the ball hard 3 times today and has gotten on base twice. 2-2. Marsh just got a piece of it. It was a fastball that was just fouled behind home plate. Marsh was acquired last season during the trade deadline for the Phillies. Sent Logan O'Hoppe and former first overall pick Mickey Moniak over to the Angels in the deal. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Marsh goes down swinging at a high cheese fastball, and Sewald will get his first strikeout of the inning. And there's 2 away. And that'll lead things up to Pache. And Marsh could not catch up to it. So Stott will be on deck, and Turner now goes into the hole here. And now Jake Cave will come in to pinch hit. So Cave will take the first pitch inside for a ball. Thompson decides to go with a lefty here. Cave is 0 for 2 this season, pinch hitting wise. 1 ball, no strikes. Phillies down to their final out. The 1-0 pitch. That's taken right at the knees for a called strike. A sweeper at 83 miles per hour. Home over at third base. The Phillies trail 5-2 in the bottom of the ninth. The 1-1 to Cave, and he takes that one down low for ball 2. Another sweeper, but that time it was a little bit lower for Sewald. Phillies down 5-2 in game 1 of this 3-game set versus the Mariners. The 2-1 pitch. That is ripped out to center field. That drops in for a base hit. Bohm comes in to score easily. And Jake Cave gets himself his first pinch hit of the season. And the tying run comes up to the plate. It's now 5-3 as Jake Cave gets himself an RBI single. Good piece of hitting as the pitch was right down the middle. It was a fastball, and Cave got all barrel on that. And the tying run comes up. It's Bryson Stott, the leadoff hitter. Sewald with the first pitch to Stott. It's inside, not by much. And now Cal Rowley will go out there to talk to his pitcher. All right, Star Wars, no spoilers, my guy. No spoilers. I know that you're probably ahead of me. All righty. So we have a timeout called on the mound. As Rowley wants to talk things over with Sewald. On deck is Trey Turner, so Stott has walked. He struck out, flew out to left field, and also got on with a single as well. Big at-bat here. It's a 1-0 count. Fans cheering the Phillies on here at the bank. And the 1-0 pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen. Oh, boy. This is huge, man. Stott has had 3 full counts today that were all in his first 3 at-bats. The 1-1 pitch to Stott. Lines that one foul down the left field line, and now the Phillies are down to their final strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Stott. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Stott up at the plate. Over at first base is Jake Cave. The Phillies trail 5-3, and time is called. As there's a timeout on the field, and, well, there was, I guess, a hot dog. Yeah, half-field dollar dog that was just thrown out there to the outfield. And now the ball girl has to go clean that up. Probably the fan who just threw that is probably going to be ejected if it was thrown. Maybe that'll help buy the Phillies a little bit of time here. It adds to the suspense. That's the one thing I don't like about having the pitch clock. That's the only thing, is that I like suspense, like in the 9th inning, like when it comes to these types of situations here. All right, so now I think we're ready to resume, and here we are. All right, pitch clock is on. Sewald getting ready to wind up. Stott up the plate, representing the tying run. Phillies down to their final strike. Sewald winds up, and the 1-2 pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen again, and Stott stays alive. Sewald has thrown 20 pitches in this inning. He gave up a RBI single to Jake Cave. There was a fastball down the middle to Stott, and he just got a piece of it. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Stott. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Stott goes down swinging, and that'll do it. The Phillies do get 1 run in the bottom of the 9th, but they lose by a final score of 5-3. And Seattle takes game 1 of this 3-game set. So that is the second time today that Stott has gone down swinging. And, well, hopefully the Phillies will try to go back at it tomorrow. And the player of the game has to be Jared Kelenic, who was absolutely terrific. He's on a 5-game hitting streak now. He singled, he doubled, he also homered as well. He continues to have a very hot bat. and has been seeing the ball very well as of lately. Teoscar Hernandez also hit a big 2-run home run as well. And, well, those two guys at the plate, along with J.P. Crawford and Jose Caballero, well, they hit the ball very well. And Phillies just could not get as many runs as they did. So that'll wrap things up here. And, yeah, man, so if you guys are new to my channel, as always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload or when I go live for a Phillies game or a Sixers game or a Patriots game. And, yeah, man, I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks so much for coming on here. I'm, like, losing my words right now. But, yeah, man. All right, let's hope that they can get a win tomorrow. All right, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.